Oh boy, well, haha. Blame Truth here. If you guys could drop the channel support comment. This video was amazing, learned a lot, and also like this if you can so everyone can see what a colossal failure this Black Ops 7 reveal actually was. I made a pretty bold prediction, and realistically, I knew it kind of wasn't going to happen, but I will admit that I was wrong here. I expected the crowd to actually boo them. I expected the crowd at Gamescom to actually boo Treyarch, Activision, and the Black Ops 7 reveal. But something happened that was worse than that, because that didn't happen. Something happened that was arguably fucking worse than that. I kind of thought it would be like a professional wrestling thing. You cheer the good guys, you boo the bad guys, you know? You cheer Stone Cold Steve Austin, you boo The Rock. But what happens when the crowd is not interested in either of those things? You get the Black Ops 7 reveal at Gamescom, and my God, did it go on forever. I mean, these guys would not shut the fuck up. So without further ado, let me get right on into the meat and potatoes here, because I got a lot I want to get off my chest. So first things first, the crowd was, it can only be described as apathetic. They did not care for the Black Ops 7 reveal. It reminded me of this funny scene. I don't even know what movie this is from. I always reply to people with it in GIF form when I'm bored or something. But it's just like this guy's sleeping, and then people start clapping, and he wakes up and just starts clapping. It was essentially that. No one gave a single solitary fuck about Black Ops 7 at Gamescom. I thought for a second that maybe they had some sort of anti-booing policy, or maybe the people that are going there are actually just big fans of every game being revealed, Call of Duty included. But even then, that they couldn't muster the energy to give a fuck. They just couldn't. There was a point in the trailer, like it was a campaign pretty much only reveal, and they talked about it. They wheeled out the shambling corpses of some Treyarch and Raven devs to come out and recite some scripted lines. It looked like they had a sniper aimed at their fucking dome and an earpiece in at the same time saying, make this sound as good as possible. Do not fall asleep or you are dead, because they could not be, again, less enthusiastic about the product they were trying to push on us. But what really made me laugh, the big fucking just jester moment, I'll call it. They're revealing the game and they're doing all this, and they have this just terrible, like, remix of Master of Puppets. I mean, it's a pretty awesome song to put into a trailer, but they did something weird with it. They always got to do some weird fucking remix, and this was like some weird auto-tuned Master of Puppets. It sounded like T-Pain got into the booth drunk as a skunk and just made the song 10 times shittier. I don't know if I was just hearing things, but it sounded really bad. But halfway through the trailer, halfway through the campaign gameplay reveal, I shit you not, they straight up just had this like pre-order bonus advert. I'm not kidding with that. I recorded it. And then they proceeded to go on to show more gameplay. They interrupted the fucking gameplay trailer to remind you to pre-order, you brainless money bag sheep. And I'm sorry for yelling. And maybe they've done this before and I just haven't really thought about it and noticed it or whatever. But holy shit! This is not the year to do this! The crowd, there was a point where like there's a break in the trailer and you hear like one guy maybe in the crowd go like, woo! And that was about the only excitement the people there could conjure up. It was bad. But this guy on Twitter kind of just, says what I'm saying here. Like, it was dead. He says, watching the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 trailer premiere at Gamescom, absolutely embarrassing what they've done with this series. LOL. Laughable. Zero crowd reaction. In the reply, someone says, even the devs couldn't fake excitement. Laughing my ass off. And Big D responds, legit, the post-trailer shill from the devs is so hard to watch. And it went on for ages. Like, Gamescom Call of Duty Black Ops 7 segment. Please wrap it up, Trey says on Twitter. There is way more to this, though. I want to cover what they did mid-trailer. I want to cover the fact that I think they're going after small creators because no one really wants to deal with them. I'm going to cover the reactions, live chat reactions, and comments, and likes and dislikes, and all that. After a brief word from this video's sponsor, this is a great game. You should definitely check it out. I quite enjoyed my time on it. StarCraft X. Today's video is sponsored by StarCraft X. I have been looking for a good shooter for a while, and I finally found one, and I'm bringing it to you guys today. StarCraft X is a hardcore PvPvE extraction shooter set in a large open world where every mission is equally risky and exciting. StarCraft takes place on a vast exclusion zone map, quests, random events, real Stalker players. You can decide whether to avoid encounters or engage in combat with other players. Dozens of upgrades are available as far as customizing your weaponry, including sights, handguards, grips, and muzzles. You can assemble a set for any style from a silent scout to an assault trooper with a heavy shotgun or machine gun. StarCraft is all about high risk, high reward. Whatever you can carry out of a raid is yours. If you die, you lose the loot you found, but keep what you had equipped. Every encounter has high stakes, and it's a nail-biter. And if you need a quick way to warm up, StarCraft also has Deathmatch and Gun Game, which is pure PvP, no long prep, just jump into the action and get shooting. There are 4 different factions to choose from, each with their own allies, enemies, and individual quest lines. The game is constantly updated with new events and a variety of game modes as well each season, battle royales, arenas, and much more. Whether you're into PvP or PvE, there's something for everyone, and I absolutely love this game. So guys, visit the link in the video description or the pinned comment and get StarCraft X today. You'll get these awesome weapon bonuses if you use my code SM25. BTruth. StarCraft X is an amazing game, a ton of fun, and I think you guys will definitely enjoy. Alright guys, welcome back to the video. Definitely check out StarCraft if you're into that genre. Very cool game. I love the smaller dev team indie games coming out now like this and Peak and whatnot. So definitely give the sponsor of this video some love if you can. And guys, let's cover the Black Ops 7 trailer and reactions and the content creators that are already shilling again this year. And I truly think that they are so desperate at Activision, they are going to pay off even the smallest creators, because I found something that just blew my mind, absolutely blew me away. And I'm going to say this right now. I know that the money's probably good. I'm going to say, hey, if you get that bag, man, I got no qualms with that. Make your money, get the Activision paycheck or whatever. But I'm just going to tell you right now, this year in particular, guys, it's not a good look. If you're a content creator and Call of Duty is paying you to promote their game, it is not a good look, and you're going to lose, I think, the goodwill of the community. I think you're going to lose a lot of respect there. But just to put it into perspective, I have turned down personally, I got the email receipts to prove this, I have turned down personally over $10,000 offered to me for like different AI sponsorships and stuff like that, like AI creators and stuff like that. I don't mind plugging anything like ChatGPT or anything resembling that. I think those are very useful tools for the most part, but I cannot plug just AI, do the work for you, make this creation, AI editors and whatnot. I cannot do that. That's just my personal moral kind of thing. I do not want to ever plug that for you guys because I don't believe in it. You know, I don't think it's interesting. I don't think it'll resonate. I don't do it. And I really want to see every single creator, and I get it, man. You know, money makes the world go round. But if every creator could just tell them, no, I'm not going to promote Call of Duty this year, and put your foot down and really give your honest opinions and not try to sugarcoat what you say so you continue to get invited out to Treyarch and Infinity Ward and Raven and Sledgehammer Game Studios and whatnot. Like, if we could just do that, then we would make so much headway in getting a good game for everyone. I think if you truly cared about the gamers, you would really consider that. Again, though, man, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you how to run your channel, your business, or your Twitter, or whatever. But I'm just going to say this year, if you're plugging and hyping up Black Ops 7, people are not going to buy it. And they're going to know you're not being truthful with them, straight up. And here is a perfect example. This is a content creator. Just going to leave him anonymous. I don't want to send some hate anyone's way right now. I totally get it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is just show you this tweet anonymously and then show you the response to this tweet. And this is not an isolated incident by any means. But someone says, "Thank you, Treyarch, for inviting me to play Black Ops 7 early. Tons of content to cover, and it all starts during the COD Gamescom's presentation, August 19th at 11 a.m. PT. So expect several videos covering campaign, multiplayer, and zombies." And then in the comments section, in the reply section here, this guy has had enough, and I do not blame him whatsoever. These people are essentially taking money from the devil right now. Hey man, bleed the devil dry, truthfully, but you gotta expect this, and you shouldn't be mad at people for saying this. This guy says, "Here comes the bullshit creators pushing COD's propaganda. Not falling for the bullshit zero integrity videos this year. BO6 is the worst COD I ever played." Do you guys remember who said Black Ops 6 is the worst COD I have ever played back in fucking September when I played the beta? That made me nauseous. I had morning sickness like a pregnant broad riding the New York subway playing that trash. And I tried to warn you, and I said it, and I screamed it from the rooftops, and no one believed me, and people said, you're just being negative, calling me a grifter. I was right! I was right! I am sorry for yelling. I am. I get some of you guys watch with headphones. You shouldn't do that, by the way, or at the very least, you should turn them down. But the point I am trying to make, and I feel like I have to scream it so people listen. I am grabbing my pop filter and my mic right now, and I'm literally grabbing it like someone's face, and I'm screaming into it. That's how much passion I have here, okay? Please listen to me. I will praise them when they do something good. I promise you. You guys know I praised Modern Warfare 3 as the year progressed. The game got better and better. It's still pretty mid, honestly. I can't say it's a good game. I just cannot, with the manipulative matchmaking and the stupid microtransactions and the stupid skins as well. But I will say Sledgehammer Games tried. Cold War. Cold War was a game that released really unfinished and shitty, and again, gradually it got better as time went on. In fact, I think around the Halloween event when they had Scream Deathmatch and Ghostface, and they had Rambo and John McClane, like those were pretty interesting, fun skins, and that was a good game mode as well. Scream Deathmatch was pretty interesting. That was fun. Like, that was probably the last time I had fun playing Call of Duty, actually, was during that event. That's pretty sad. But I can admit when they do things right. And I do think there is some talent there left. I think it's pretty much only with Sledgehammer Games now. But just please trust me when I say, do not buy Black Ops 7. And if you need more convincing to not buy it, let me show you what they did at the Gamescom thing. I want to cover that more. I want to cover the reactions to it as well. So I gotta cover this though, because they did something, and maybe they've done this before and I've just not paid attention. Admittedly, I don't really watch the trailers or care or remember them, and I can't go back and watch them anyway because they have copyrighted music, and the $1 trillion company is just too poor to afford to keep the rights to that music available for the trailers, so they just take them offline and delete them from existence. That actually does happen, by the way. I'm not making that up at all. That is a legitimate thing that happens. Look it up. But regardless, midway through the gameplay, like, revealed campaign trailer at Gamescom, they had an advert to pre-order the game, and then they continued on with the gameplay. Did they not have faith in their audience to remain interested long enough to even get to the pre-order shit? The game is already becoming a giant advertisement for pre-ordering in the store. Pathetic! Like, I'm sorry. Again, sorry for yelling. My God, I'm not the only one upset about this, though. The apathetic crowd might have been worse than just getting booed, because at least getting booed would get you picked up on different websites. It'd be a big event. People would talk about it. It would be publicity. These people were about to fall asleep during this thing. I'm not kidding you. I could describe like what the gameplay was. It looks like a poor man's Black Ops 3, and nobody really wants advanced movement. I mean, it's not really advanced movement, but it kind of is. There's a super jump ability that's apparently going to be in campaign and multiplayer, so it's essentially advanced movement, at least with that ability. Who asked for this? Who asked for this? I mean, look at the dislikes when IGN reposted what was like played at Gamescom. The dislikes, and this is a screenshot from a few hours ago. I'm sure it's only gotten worse. And here's the crazy thing. This is with my dislike viewer tool, which I've covered a million times. It's a Chrome extension. And the dislikes are always more, about like 30 to 50%, maybe even double this. I'm not kidding with that. These are only the verified dislikes from the people that have this extension installed, apparently. So this might be double. Like, I have not seen dislikes this crazy for a Call of Duty since Infinite Warfare. History's just going to repeat itself. And again, I made the prediction that they're going to release Black Ops 1 as kind of a, you know, in case of emergency, break the remastered nostalgia bait glass here. I still think they could do that. I still think they could do that, because while they have been trying to can their current plans for Black Ops 7's full release, they can only do so much. This is the problem with these yearly games, and the fact that they're made several years in advance. It's like they can't pivot. They're like Ross in the stairwell with the couch, just saying pivot over and over, and nothing happens. They can't possibly fix this. They're trying to band-aid it, and it's a severed limb. Like, they're bleeding out, and they're putting some just Johnson & Johnson shit on that. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Now, I didn't catch the live chat, unfortunately, and Gamescom turned off the live chat replay for the stream, it would appear. So I had to just go off Twitter what they're saying, but apparently during the Black Ops 7 reveal, in the chat, everyone was just spamming L over and over and over again. Absolutely no one gives a single solitary fuck this year. And no amount of paying off creators is going to fix that. It's just not. Let's cover the comments, by the way, on the IGN trailer. Again, this is not like just some weird random Reddit corner of the internet. This is not a vocal minority. This is literally everyone that is a fan of the franchise coming to express their opinion. No one that is an actual fan of Call of Duty is going to come to these trailers and do anything but speak the truth. That's it. It's not some hate campaign. If people have completely checked out of the franchise, they're not even going to bother with it. It's going to be like the apathetic audience at Gamescom. This is like people just saying, hey, this sucks, I'm not buying it. They're literally letting them know that this game is garbage already. Anyway, yeah, let's check out these comments here. It's fresh off the press, 48 minutes after this trailer went up on IGN. This shit gonna break records. Lowest sales for a Black Ops. My face before the trailer, bored. My face after, bored. God, this looks stupid. Can't wait for Battlefield 6. Rip COD, Battlefield 6, here I come. This makes me appreciate Black Ops 1 more and more. As a Call of Duty player, I'm more excited for Battlefield 6. So where is the gameplay? It's absolutely wild how people keep buying the same game every year. 3 games in a row about gas. First it was gas missiles, then it was psychological gas. Now it's psychological fear gas. ChatGPT must really be filling the writer's room. Reminding me of the Black Ops 3 campaign, which is not a positive thing. That was really, really bad campaign, to be honest. Same crap, different year. Call of Diarrhea. This mind-bending futuristic stuff is the opposite of what I want from a military shooter. How they haven't made a COD game based around zombies solely is beyond me. So much creative potential with their zombies, and they restrict it to a game mode. Make it an entire game. Bring back every zombie map, zombie campaign, multi-elements, etc. I don't get it. He's got a good point. It's time to wake up. We have, and your games are shit. Goodbye, Call of Duty. Hello, Battlefield. Remember, no pre-orders. It's a Battlefield year, boys. Just a friendly reminder, no one asked for this. Press F to pay respects. This is more of a BO 6.5 trailer than a BO 7 trailer. We'll cover that in my next video I'm going to do. I need to gather some more evidence here. Laughing my ass off, they still don't get it. Could have told me this was Overwatch and I would have believed you. Bro, at this point, Activision has no shame anymore. Players are moving to other grounded, more unique shooters. What should we do? Add extreme movement, super jumps, and make it in the future. Heard the fish AI is going to be super realistic. That's old school right there. I'm just done. I'm just done. You know, I said before, like, I'm just sticking with Battlefield 6 this year. If Battlefield 6 disappoints me with post-launch support or whatever, I don't think it will. I've actually seen some leaked skins. It's all military-themed stuff. It all looks very good. I mean, I don't know, man. I had a great time playing the Battlefield 6 beta. I'm actually more excited for the Portal mode than anything else, to be completely honest. But I'm just going to stick with it. And if it disappoints me, it disappoints me. But I'm not gambling on Call of Duty this year when I have nearly a 99.9% chance at losing. I'm just not going to bother with it. I'm going to review the game when it comes out due to that free Game Pass code a viewer of mine sent me. Thank you again for that. I hope it works. I haven't actually tried it. I'm not going to actually use it until until I have to. But guys, I'm just checked out. I think we all are. And I don't know what else they need to see to like change course. If they're that stubborn and stupid just to go with the flow here, I mean, they have an easy out, and it's Black Ops 1 remastered, and don't fucking touch anything on it. Let the stupid motherfuckers play Black Ops 7 and let us play Black Ops 1 remastered. I would actually play that over Battlefield 6 if you didn't fuck with it at all. If you just released that game, didn't change anything about it, didn't change at one iota about it, didn't put anything in it, no matchmaking system, just ping matchmaking. I mean, I know they won't, and that's the thing, is I can't even trust them to do that. Let's say, viewer, they did that, and they said, this is the complete normal experience, we're not going to change anything, this is the old school matchmaking. I seriously would not believe them at this point. They've lost my trust. They've not just lost it, it is on a milk carton right now. It is that far gone, man. It cannot be found. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like rating. I'll catch you on the next one. These guys are getting dislike bombed. They're getting bullied. And they're getting shit on. And they deserve, honestly, so much more. They deserve a 100% dislike rating at this stage. Fuck these guys. I hope you enjoyed. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell. And I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.